want to move to higher education for a minute. Notwithstanding the $300 million reduction in state aid, I wonder if you would support a longer look, a commission or some kind of study of restructuring the UW system at this point. Are we at the point where the system should look at whether it needs all the campuses it has, whether it needs all the new buildings, given the way higher education is headed toward more online and so forth?
It's a legitimate point. Obviously demographically, we're entering a period where we're going to have less people going into college. So I think we do have to analyze it, and the digital age is real. I mean, obviously, given that people, my niece got her entire master's degree from Cardinal Stritch, never went to the campus once, never even went there to enroll. So we are in a new era. So I think it does make some sense for us to analyze how we can ensure that, first of all, we keep a world-class institution here in Wisconsin. I think it's even more important than the Bucks. Secondly, but that we analyze, do we have the right mix of campuses? Do we have the right mix of services? Does every campus need to have the exact same programs, or does it make sense in some certain areas to, maybe make some adjustments? And that's the way we used to get things done. I mean, that actually part of John Turinas' article, which I thought was so well written. We used to, take the long view on these things and make sure we're taking a thoughtful, analytical approach. Versus just these great jolts back and forth. And so I do think it's in order. Your commission, you suggest, is broader than what's been brought up so far, but I think it's a good point that you bring up. It's a really good point.
What do you think?
Do you want to add to that?
Well, I just wanted,
because you really care about this deeply.
certainly
PWM,
we can look at those things, but we also, I just think of the message that this sends is a huge cut, a historic cut again to our UW system. We have to invest in our kids. We have to invest in education. We have to make sure they're set up and trained and educated to get jobs in a 21st century economy. And I just think the UWM School of Freshwater Sciences just opened. We had a grand opening a few months ago in my district. I don't want to think of what this could mean for that school that's flourishing in my district that increasingly is becoming kind of the water technology district in Milwaukee. And I mean, the mayor just told me right now in our meeting that from this huge cut to the UW system, UW Milwaukee is going to see a $20 million cut per year. I mean, I just...
20 million?
$20 million per year to UWM.
Wow.